Aloha and welcome to Supply Chain Training with Vessel. Thank you and mahalo for attending. We are excited to dig into this topic at hand with you and your team. Being born and raised in Hawaii, I have a vested interest in the success of manufacturing companies in my home state, especially since I grew up with most of these local brands. We spoke with Hawaii manufacturing companies like you to understand the unique challenges you face on a daily basis. Thank you for participating in our research. We really appreciate all your time and feedback, as it was important for us to connect with Hawaii companies first. The opportunity to work with your companies generated a lot of excitement for us to dig into this project. We believe this training will provide key insights to help your team improve over multiple supply chain areas. Our goal is to provide education to bring applicable next steps to your company to improve your processes and overall efficiencies. To better serve you through this training, we would love to identify topics you would like to learn more about through your feedback. Please leave a comment below, letting us know what we should dig into further. Mahalo.
Welcome to this education module about inventory processes and technology. This module is of particular interest to companies based in Hawaii, especially for food manufacturers. As we've discussed in other modules, Hawaii faces unique supply chain challenges, and a conceptual understanding of your options and best practices in inventory management strategies will be key. When we interviewed Hawaii food manufacturers, a common topic came up, which was inventory processes, what's changed, and if there's trends that they should be aware of. Companies were hungry to find out more efficient ways to manage inventory. The good news is, advancements in technology have created a plethora of options for inventory management to save your company time and make your processes more cost-effective. Let's take a look at our first objective, inventory management processes. Our goal here is to help increase your understanding of inventory management, to improve your strategy, and to prepare for technology. Frankly, gone are the days where we can manage piles of orders and invoices made of paper and manually enter them by hand. To be competitive at scale, there needs to be some level of technology keeping track about how materials are moving through your business. There are a few obvious benefits for having technology to manage inventory. First off, it's the management of data flow. It helps reduce errors in the tracking of inventory. It also gives us the ability to have key information at hand to start making data-driven decisions. The reduction of manual input will reduce the staff burden and create efficiencies in an error-free process, and it'll give us the ability to audit with accuracy. Additionally, coordination with sales will help ensure that you have the right products in the right quantities and eliminate mix-ups leading up to unhappy customers. It's important to note that if you don't have a strong grasp of inventory management and a clear understanding of your company's unique requirements, it doesn't matter what technology you implement. So before we move further, we'll at least owe you a basic framework of inventory management that'll help you get closer to selecting and implementing technology. At its most basic form, inventory management can be broken down into two categories: inbound logistics and outbound logistics. Inbound logistics focuses on the section of inventory management beginning at the manufacture of a product or raw materials until the storage of that product in a facility like a warehouse before it makes it ultimately to your end customer. Inbound logistics focuses on securing inventory for future sale. And you should break down each step of inbound logistics as it pertains to your company to help you prepare for inserting new technology into the process or looking for ways to simplify processes through integration. This is the most common ways that companies approach inbound logistics today. Sourcing. Your first step in the inventory management process begins with selecting raw materials or goods to purchase from manufacturers or suppliers. This step includes building relationships and finding the right manufacturers that suits your company's needs. Purchasing. Placing a purchase order is your next step, creating an agreement to buy certain amounts of goods for a certain price from your manufacturer. Placing a purchase order is also known as procurement. It's extremely important and must be documented and have data for future orders and to track orders through the process. This step requires planning out freight tracking and all the other services that ensure delivery of your product effectively. Transportation. Typically, the manufacturer will take charge in transporting the goods to your location, but communicating with the manufacturer to ensure that you get the best possible deal on freight is essential. It's typically important to get a picture of all the products prior to shipping so you know the condition that they left the facility in. Receiving. After the goods have been delivered to a fulfillment center, storage, or warehousing facility, a member of your team has to record the amount of product you receive and confirm that it matches the original purchase order. Counting the shipment and preparing it for storage is crucial to allow for a smooth flow of inventory to save the company some time. It also is important to check the product for defects and damages during shipping. Storage. Once the product has been received, it can be moved to storage, which typically happens at the same facility. This is the last step prior to outbound section of inventory management and includes the storage of your product prior to fulfilling orders for your end customer. And finally, reverse logistics. This focuses on customer returns and exchanges. This includes the process of resolution associated with the damages or insufficient goods delivered to your customer. It can also focus on the transportation of goods back to your warehouse and the evaluation of these goods to determine what proper solution may be implemented to fix the cause of error. The other half of your inventory management equation is outbound logistics, which focuses on the journey of your product from the time an order is placed at your warehouse or storage facility until it reaches your end customer successfully. Outbound logistics can be broken down into the following categories. Order processing. Depending on how you receive orders, this step may differ from manufacturer to manufacturer. Ordering processes include taking an order from a customer and relaying that information to your internal owner of fulfillment, as well as your storage and warehousing teams. Fulfillment. This includes the product picking and packing to prepare for shipment to your end customer. This piece of outbound inventory is crucial. Adjusting your inventory count after storage and warehousing team prepares your product for shipment will be key in making data-driven decisions. You gotta know what's on the shelf. Shipping. Shipping encompasses the transportation of your goods to the end customer. This step requires just as much strategy as the other sections of outbound inventory. So working with your logistics team and your freight partners are crucial to optimize cost. Last mile delivery. This stage of inventory process focuses on the last leg of delivery up until the product has successfully reached your end customer's location. There are many aspects to inbound and outbound logistics practices, but understanding these core processes is the typical place to start. This will help you enhance your understanding of the inventory management practices utilized at your facility and can save you a lot of time and money in the long run, especially if your organization is attempting to understand these requirements, not just to meet the needs of your customers and comply with the regulatory aspects of food manufacturing, but also to implement new systems and technology. As we mentioned, Hawaii has unique constraints when it comes to inventory, especially with food manufacturers. And one of the best steps that you can take toward understanding your company's options is reaching out to 3PLs, third-party logistics companies in Hawaii. Again, we can't reinforce enough that 3PLs offer specific experience when it comes to food grade storage, inventory planning, and other associated techniques. Their expertise and technical understanding of inventory management in Hawaii will help you to reduce the time that it takes to build a great inventory management strategy. Once you understand the landscape of inventory management and the processes within it, you can then evaluate the requirements that you need in order to put forward a true digital transformation strategy. So, once you've segmented your inbound and outbound logistics processes, and then mapped them to understand their flow, and you've written out system requirement statements, you can shop for an ERP and CRM system and start to understand if those systems are the ones that will help you achieve your digital transformation goals. But for this module, we find ourselves at a good stopping point. We hope you found that this supply chain education module on inventory processes and technology was helpful, and take actions to apply some of the suggested frameworks into your business. In partnership with Innovate Hawaii, I'm Jake Blanchard from Vessel. Please make sure to share this video and post any questions or thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear what additional inventory management or technology modules you'd like us to create. Thank you.
We really hope you found valuable insights within this training, and we're excited to hear your feedback. Our goal is to help improve Hawaii manufacturers' understanding of the supply chain. The more feedback we receive, the better we can provide meaningful connections and future ideas for how to service you and your teams. Please let us know what you thought through our survey Innovate Hawaii will send out over the next few weeks. Also, make sure to reach out to Wayne at Innovate Hawaii with any questions or concerns you may have. Thank you for attending, and mahalo.